Now we're ready for the photography show, day 2. I am here at Holden booth, and in a bit later I'm gonna do my talk here about the art of children portraiture again. So I'm really excited. Can't wait. Right, so now I'm getting ready for my talk. I'm setting up my tablet to connect to the screen over there, and we're waiting for a bit more people to come. So I'm just gonna show a bit of my image and see if that's gonna hook them in and let them sit in here. Okay. So I've got a microphone and I'm Filipino. This means I have to sing a song. I'm just joking. It's like, what's going on?
That's what we put up with all the time.
I'm gonna be really friendly today. Yeah, oh, it's fine. Oh, that is so rude.
Do you want to stand on the box?
I can't do that. Yes, he's showing up with his new. Yeah. All right, let's do that. I'm here with Jay Gilmore. Sorry. I'm here with Jay Gilmore today. He's a Samyang lens ambassador, just like me. That's just you, right?
Not just like you, better than you, to be honest. So obviously I do photo and video.
Amazing.
So properly, not just a YouTube channel.
You have the newest lens from Samyang. Can you tell us about it?
So 75mm, T 1.9. If you don't know what T stands for, it's the proper f-stops for the photographer people. It's basically just a proper measure of light. The first video cine lens. I've been using it for the past week or so with weddings. I cannot fault it for its size. The weight of it goes on this, the FX3, also goes on a gimbal, really, really nice. Don't have to bother with anything else on here because I can use manual focus as well. Very excited to know what's going to go on the front of these. I'm a little accessory.
Yes, actually, yeah.
So then they could have like electronic neutral density filters. That'd be amazing because then that'd be like put the FX3 in the same bracket as FX6, which is just like.
So what do you think about them releasing only one for now?
Bloody awful. Why would you do something like that? Why would you tease that many lenses?
They're gonna release it at the end of 2023.
Yeah, just like you gotta keep me waiting. Why would you do that?
Just keeping the excitement, yeah. After that time.
Samyang Global, if you are listening, skip the release dates. Just send me the rest of them, and I'll be happy with that. That's fine. No. Send me the rest of them.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
And then I'll be happy. You know, I'll be good. And that's all we need. And then that's it, done.
Oh, that's Nikon. Ngayon, nandito ako.
Actually Filipino in you know? Karaoke.
Your mom, how's your mom? Oh, just like this.
Always on the karaoke.
Alright, I'm here now with Chris from Holden Limited. He's gonna show us around Holden booth. So, Chris, can you tell us what is in here on our right side?
Of course, so this is the Atomos bar that we've set up. So we pretty much have one of every Atomos unit here.
Wow.
We've got monitor only, so on-camera monitors,
Yes.
the Shinobi 5 and Shinobi 7-inch. Obviously the main difference being a 5-inch and a 7-inch.
Yeah.
And then we have our monitors / recorders set up on this side. So the Ninja 5, the 5 Plus, and the Shogun. We do also have a Ninja set up with the XCast module. So that turns it into a 4-channel HD switcher. So very portable, compact all-in-one switcher.
Yeah.
And then we have our production monitors. We've got the Sumo 19 SE, which was announced earlier this year, which is a 19-inch panel, touchscreen. And then we have the Neon 24. There's actually 2 variations of the Neon.
That looks really neat.
Yeah, there's a 17-inch version and a 24-inch version. We're just showing the 24 today.
Yeah.
But that's a true 10-bit 4K panel,
Wow.
really more at home in the editing suite. The others are really more production monitors for on set, but this one's referenceable for SDR content.
Oh, can you tell us what that is in there?
What we're looking at over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this one over there.
Should we go
Yes.
over?
Yeah, let's go over there.
We distribute a company called Innovative. They make production carts. This production cart's called the Axis.
Okay.
It's modular. It's all built around a really robust stand. So the wheels come off, the stand collapses, and then you can configure it however you want. So what we've got set up here today is just an example of a tethered shooting station.
Yes.
Something that you might have in a studio. where you're shooting tethered with the camera, and it's obviously feeding straight into this laptop here, and we've got a nice Asus ProArt monitor here displaying those images. But yeah, Innovative do a range of carts from traditional to this kind of funky looking cart here. We distribute Innovative and we distribute Asus ProArt as well.
Wow.
So yeah, we kind of supplied the whole package here, apart from the Apple MacBook. Yeah.
Yeah, not that one. Yeah.
Okay, so this is James. James is one of our technical pre-sales guys here at Holden. He's sort of looking after this side of the stand.
All right, amazing. Oh, hello, James. Can you tell us whatever is going on in here?
No.
So shall we do it like?
Yeah, so on this side we've got the Data Video PTR10. This is a robotic camera head that you can put whatever camera you really want on there. So we've got the BS1H from Lumix. It's a full frame camera, all robotically controlled from this controller here. So if you move the joystick, you see it moving.
Well, I'm impressed that you can actually do the clicking from behind.
Yeah, it's not designed that way, but yes. And then we've got 3 camera rigs here. So these 2 are Panasonic Lumix cameras, an S1H and a GH6. Then we've got a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K there.
Wow.
They're all rigged up with Condor Blue, which is another one of the brands that we distribute. So very modular, it's all designed and made in California. Then we have Samyang Zine lenses, so a Zine full frame, Zine CF, and then VDSLR, so just a few variations of Samyang for video. And then everything's powered from a V-Lock battery that's powering the camera, and the Atomos monitors on the top as well. And these monitors from Atomos are the new connected range. So they do live streaming directly from the monitor itself and also camera to cloud. But yeah, they're all modular, so everyone has their own preference in how they want it set up. So we're just showing a few different variations.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Marcus. Marcus is our technical pre-sales person for all of our imaging brands. I'll leave it to him to sort of give you a run through of what we've got on this side of the stand.
All right, let's do it, Marcus.
I'll float away. Yeah.
So we've got the Langley bags. In my opinion, they're a bit more fashionable, a bit less obvious as your classic camera bags.
I love it.
What's nice is if you're sort of doing street photography, things like that, they're a little bit more discreet. Doesn't look like you're hanging around with a lot of gear, a lot of expensive gear and things like that. So obviously you can customize these to your fitting, your lenses.
Yes,
if you've got longer telephoto lenses, prime lenses, or you've got your body as well. And then this has got a quick access camera port as well, so you can just drop your bag down and pull your camera straight out of the top there.
Yeah.
Some of these ones over here are just a little bit more fashionable and, as I say, a little bit more discreet. So you can still get the camera cubes in these as such.
It looks so nice. I want one.
Yeah, but as I say, they're a little bit more fashionable, a bit more discreet, and if you're doing street photography and sort of want to hide your equipment away, these are going to be much better as well. So these are more focused on mirrorless, just because the camera sizes are smaller as well.
Okay.
So you've got some setups here. I'll just double check. Why is this not opening?
And it doesn't open.
Why is it not opening? I don't know why it's not unclipping though. This isn't live, is it? Here we go, let's try this one.
Oh, this one's pre-opened.
Yeah.
It's pre-opened for you.
Well, it's definitely secure. Oh, there you go, it's a slide.
You have to slide it.
So it's a slide, you can cut to that. And then so these, they do still come with some extra fittings so that you can adjust that to your lenses.
Yes,
but with it being a smaller bag, you might get a DSLR and one lens in there, or if it's the mirrorless or the Samyang tiny range, then you're going to get a lot larger range in there as well.
Is it waterproof as well?
Yes, or water, well, we have to say water resistant technically.
Oh, amazing.
So yeah, it wouldn't be fully waterproof, but definitely water resistant.
Okay.
Again, street photography, anything outdoor photography, you're going to be fine when you're using one of these. Yes, yeah, pretty tall. This is a carbon fibre one. So
Can I lift it?
yeah, please feel free.
It's
What do you
pretty
think?
light.
Yeah,
It's
for the
light,
size of this? And this will take a pretty heavy weight, I'm pretty sure, yeah. A lot of them, you can get them with the ball heads as well for rotating. The benefit, obviously, of the carbon fibres are it's more transportable. So these will break down, we've got some set up. But if you've got the straps on the bottom of your camera bags,
Yes.
like this here,
Oh, yeah, true.
you can slide that into the bottom there, and with it being carbon fibre, it's not going to add too much more weight to your bag. Then next along here, we've just got the Hoya lens filter range. Basically starts from your mid-levels, which will do the job, of course. The reason that we've got the top tier ones is for a couple of things. So your HDs and your HD Nanos are going to have a lot stronger glass in them. So if it's necessary, like for outdoor photography, there's the potential you might hit your front of your lens with, say, rocks, twigs, and you're outdoor. these can be hit as hard as you want on something like a metal peg here, and it's never going to break. If it was a really bad break, it's shatterproof, so it may crack, but it's never going to smash into a million pieces, and these are really going to protect your cameras. Whereas the mid-range ones will do the filter's job, they're just not quite as solid and as strong.
Right, so tell me, what is those
So we've
under
got
there?
the rainproof kits here. So this is for outdoor wildlife photography. A lot of the high-rated L lenses, G Master lenses, obviously are weather resistant.
Yeah.
However, it's a bit terrifying to take your camera out into wet weather and risk that.
Can you just walk us through the Samyang lenses that you've got there in the background, and also the new one that they've just released now?
Of course, yeah. So we've got the Samyang lens bar here. You've got a mix of lenses. Obviously, Samyang are very focused on Sony. We've got the Mark II versions of like your 35mm, your 50mm, and your 85mm. We've got the odd one for your RF lenses as well, all manual focuses, some Nikon and some Fujifilm. The main one that's very new at the moment is
Wow.
we've got this, which is the VAF. So this is a video focus lens that they've released, and this is part of a series. So they're going to release 5 focal lengths. There's a 20, 24, 35, 45 and a 75. They will all be released by the end of next year, with 2 more coming out this year, the other 2 at the end of next year.
That's really nice. Can I?
Yes, of course, please, very free.
That's really light.
The whole focus with the lens ranges, they're all going to be the same size and the same weight as well. So the benefit there is if you've got it on a gimbal or anything like that, you can change the focal length without having to rebalance your gimbal. It's also got video recorder lights on the front and on the side, so that when you record, it basically tells you that you know that it's full on, especially for vlogs, YouTube videos and things like that. So if I got that on there, I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up on the camera at all. You've got it on the side as well, with the green there as well. And yeah, it's got the focus hold button still, it's got the multifunctional button, and then it's got this ridged here for the focus gearing, which is always an option for video as well.
Thank you so much, Marcus.
No problem, thanks for hopping over.
Finally, it's the booth that I've always wanted to see. It's the one that I'm really looking forward to. I want to see the range of their cameras, and I want to try on their new lenses as well. So, can't wait for that. Let's go. You and me, we had long, beautiful years together, but you have to understand that I have to move on. Bye, Sony A7 III. Hello, A7 IV.
2 seconds later.
Come on, don't be jealous. You know, you and me, we are like this. Don't be jealous because, oh man, just look at that. I mean, I love you, but... So guys, this is a Sony A1. This is the beast. I've always wanted to try this, and now it's here. I can actually try it and touch it. It's with a 70-100. Just have a listen on the high-speed shooting of this. I'm gonna move it closer to my mic so you can hear. And that's just the sound. It does 50 frames per second on each shutter. It's so cool. So this one is a Sony A6000. I think this is about 8 years old, but as you can see, instead of discontinuing it, they're still pushing this one, but more affordable. It is still a very good camera up to this date. So if you're looking for an interchangeable camera, you can still go for this one, and I can't recommend it more. Still really good. So this is a gear tree from Falcom. And as you can see, this is like a movable studio. You can mount your camera, and also there's a space as well for a monitor. You can have a light as well on this, and it's really good if you're gonna do vlog. There's a place for your laptop as well, and it's just pretty cool. You can adjust it as well if you want to. And I think with this one, you can also adjust the length of how high you want it to be. And it has wheels on it, so it's very easy to move it around. So you don't need to actually carry. So it's obviously, if you have all your stuff mounted in here, it's going to be really heavy. So with wheels, it's going to make it very easy for you. That's pretty cool. I love that.
60 to 70 hours a week.
I'm here now listening to Jay Stock. I always just see him on YouTube, so it's pretty cool to see him online. And yeah, it does look the same in person than on his YouTube channel. I'm here with Geraint. He's an ambassador for OM System, and he's going to tell us what he does and what camera he uses.
Hello there.
Hello.
How are you? Thank you for giving me this attention.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so I'm very, very lucky to be an ambassador for OM Systems. I'm actually a macro photography specialist.
Yes.
I love photographing bugs and stuff. And yeah, this is the kit I'm using. So right now I'm using the brand new OM1, and this is my 60mm macro lens.
That is so cute and small. And your subjects are really cute and small too.
Yes, it all kind of matches, isn't it?
And Those at the back, actually, some of the photos he's taken.
Yeah, actually,
Yes.
that damsel fly up there,
Yeah.
that's one of mine. That's
Yeah.
just a beautiful flower statement as well. Over there. It's cool, isn't it?
How is your experience using OM1 for your macro photography?
I think that if there was one camera meant for macro, this is it. And I know I'm like there,
Yeah.
but I promise
Yes.
you, I bought in for the real reasons. I love
Yeah.
it. I mean, it's stabilized, 8 stops of stability, inbuilt focus stacking.
So you can
It's
really
perfect.
recommend it to the audience if they want to do macro
if
photography.
macro photography is your thing,
And for him,
I recommend it for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, give it a go.
so what do you want to say to people who wants to start doing macro photography?
Accept the fact that you're going to lose a lot of pictures to begin with. I
Yes.
lose tons. But the main thing is to just enjoy it. Enjoy the experience. It's a treasure hunt. You're looking for
Yeah.
these wonderful things and have fun.
Yeah.
Everything else comes afterwards. Just enjoy it.
Oh, do you use lights for your photos or they're natural?
Yeah. No, a bit of both.
Yeah.
I use flash, LED
Yeah.
lights sometimes,
Yeah.
and ambient, just normal lighting. But for things like, say, that damsel
Yeah.
fly, yeah, that's a mixture of flash, ambient, but then it's a focus stacked image as well.
Tell everyone your Instagram account and if you have any socials that you want them to follow.
Yeah, my Instagram is @GenerateBradfordMacro. That's mostly where I'm at. Come
Yeah.
say hello.
Yeah. All right.
Same.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
Hoot.
Wow, it's confusing to use. Shutter second 1 to 50. Wow, that's really cool. It's a bit strange to use it. Another thing, because I've set it the shutter speed at 250, 1 to 50, and I can feel that it's like really slow, but it's not actually. It's not motion blurring because when our camera does that, it means it's on low shutter. It's really strange, but it's really cool. And it's actually not too heavy. I love it. And I love that. There's a little screen in there. It's really cool. So it has that instead of like these buttons right here we have in Sony. It's like, still there, you can see it. So cool. I thought it's touchscreen. I started touching it like this. And let's see the size comparison. Well, we have a plate with us, but that is the size comparison. With the plate, without any plates on it, A74 and a medium format.
So I'm here with Matthew Brown, who's a Skylum ambassador. So tell us a little about Lumina Neo. Obviously, you're using it on a daily basis and you like it.
I do use it on a daily basis. So I work as an ambassador for Skylum, meaning because I use it on a daily basis, I'm supplying a lot of imagery to them day in, day out that they could use to market the product. I also work a little bit doing some of the product testing for them. So when they've got beta features, it comes to me, I can give my feedback to them, and they use that to make the product better.
All right. Lumina Neo is the latest installment.
It is
There
indeed.
is a bit of changes going around.
Yeah.
Here. So it's, if I understood right, it's going to be like a core model now.
Correct.
And there's going to be like extensions as the new features.
That's right. So conceptually, you can think of it a bit more like Photoshop, let's say. Photoshop, we're very familiar with it. You have the core product, and then you have plugins that work with Photoshop, and these are sometimes by Adobe themselves or by third parties. Similarly with Neo, you can think of Neo now as the base product with a fixed number of tools and features that come out of the box. But now there are going to be extensions to Neo that will be separate to that. These will be chargeable, but you have no obligation to buy them. And you can pick and choose the ones you want. So, for example, we have Upscale AI, which does what it says on the tin, really. You take an image and it will blow it up to a certain size, and it uses AI to sort of fill in the blanks of what your original image was missing. For somebody like myself, I'm shooting on a Nikon with 40-something megapixels. I rarely need to... Oh, don't give me that. Are we going to have to cancel the interview?
No, it's okay.
Are we
Carry
still
on.
friends? Right. So, I shoot with a Nikon. Don't shoot me. Which has 40-something megapixels. I rarely need to upscale an image like that. So for my use case, I'm probably not going to use that extension.
Yeah.
The other reason for building the new product this way is that it gives the photographers the opportunity to pick and choose those extensions that they need, rather than bundling everything together all in one package, which makes the whole thing perhaps a little bit slower to use, and also we'd have to charge a lot more. So it's partly to keep the base product as affordable as possible, and keeping the specialist stuff separate to only those photographers who need it.
I see. You mentioned charging sort of price. There's a new business model on the pricing as well, isn't it?
Yes, so at the moment it works two ways. You can subscribe monthly. As we all know, thanks Netflix, you started all of this. Everybody's moving to a subscription model. Most software companies are moving to this model where you can purchase the software, use it every month and pay X amount of money. For the time being, and I hope it's going to stay this way, you can purchase Neo as a fixed lifetime fee. You get the product, you keep the product. You will get updates, for bug fixes and that sort of stuff, but you won't then get the product extensions. So like the upscale AI I just mentioned, HDR merge, these are considered, separate add-ons to the base product.
I see. And what are the user feedback on this new business model?
Well, frankly, not everybody loves the subscription model, which is why I think Skylum are going to continue with having it as a fixed, one-off purchase. I find personally it's a bit of a generational divide, right? How old are we, man? All right, I'm 38 and he is
47.
Really?
Yeah.
You look good for it.
Thank you.
You look good, man.
Thank
Wow.
you. But I'm married, Doris. So.
I was loosening this. How much of this is going to be used? I don't know. Remind me of the question. You distracted me with your use.
Yeah, the user feedback, because
The user feedback, right.
online you got lots of bashing for it, but
We do
how
get a
about
lot.
here on the show?
At the show, we've had a bit of negative feedback about the subscription model, but once it is established that we still have, a fixed fee, buy it and keep it sort of thing, people are a lot happier. I think it's, as I said, a generational thing. You got the people who, subscribe to Netflix and Disney Plus and Amazon Prime and all of that, who are quite used to a subscription model, who are maybe less bothered about purchasing software this way. Whereas you get more traditional photographers, perhaps my generation and older, who are used to having the, you buy a CD, this is your software, you keep it for life sort of thing, who would prefer to just purchase software and own it outright. As it stands presently, Neo does both.
And another critic online about Skylum, that every time they release something, it's full of bugs. And you say you're an ambassador, so you do bug testing, then...
Are you telling me I'm doing a poor job?
Kinda.
Yeah. Okay. We still rolling.
Yep.
So now I'm not going to be allowed to beta test any products because this guy got me fired.
I want your job.
I know he does.
Probably I
want my
will
job.
do better.
Well, on a serious note, it is a valid criticism. It's something the company does take very seriously, and they're going to put it right. So. One of the things that we kind of have seen about the software is perhaps there's been a rush to market for certain features, and I think that has been a product of the circumstances the company finds itself in. For anyone watching who isn't aware, that the company is headquartered in Ukraine.
Yeah.
So as a company, it's been a very challenging time. And any bugs that are found, I know the development team work very hard to get those right. But I hope we don't see too many of those in future. I'm sure you'll let us know if there's anything you find.
You can count on it.
I can count on it.
Okay, now, the reason I wanted to interview you,
Oh, here we go. I'm nervous now.
You have a company, isn't it? Photohound.
I do.
That's yours. And
Don't tell me that sucks too.
no, that actually I love it. So
Oh, I'm glad to
it's
hear
really
that.
good. It really helped me to find some spots, hidden spots.
Excellent.
And as you know, I'm contributing as well.
You are.
So-
I'm glad to see it.
Could you tell our viewers some about Photohound?
well. PhotoHound is it's a website, an app for photographers to share interesting spots to photograph all over the world. It's free to join, and anybody can contribute to it, even if it's just uploading a picture to an existing spot, or if you've got an interesting location that you know about, you can add that to the website. Pete's on it. I mean, that's a really good advert for it, right? And you haven't had anything bad to say about the developers yet?
No, not
Because
yet.
I'm the developer.
Yeah.
So please don't get me sacked
yeah.
twice today.
No, it's okay. 50 quid.
Checks in the post.
All right. Thank you, Matthew.
Pleasure.
So that's the end of the photography show, day 2. Unfortunately, tomorrow they're closed. But if you want to see the trade show, you can come here on Tuesday in Birmingham, NEC, and see it. But unfortunately, we won't be here. We'll be going back home now. So we'll see you guys on our next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Woo. Woo. All right, so James is just ready. I'm gonna ask him for an interview. James, can you tell us things about what is going on
I've
there?
told you before, leave me alone.